Welcome to the Car Guys and welcome to the Porsche 911 GT3 Touring.
Oh my goodness!
It's time to take out this 500 brake horsepower monster and explore the entire 9,000 RPM rev range. Finally, after tippy-toeing around with this car and gently bringing it up, trying the revs, building up the revs, I'm confident enough to say now that this car is running and ready for action. So we're going to spend all day driving around Essex, revving the nuts off this thing, really wringing its neck to get every ounce of that performance out of this Cup engine. Probably one of Porsche's greatest engines, and certainly a big reason for me buying this car in the first place. Finally, we get to see what this car can do, and you'll be with us the first time this car goes beyond 6.5 and up to its stratospheric 9,000 RPM. I've now had this 911 fully PPF'd, so the entire car is covered in armour-coated film. Stone chips are not a worry at all, and I got that done at First Choice Detailing, so they've done a superb job as always in completely protecting this car. And at the same time, I got them to add some matte black Porsche lettering on the bottom of the doors. You only really see it when the light catches it, something that I think the car needed just to pick out some more detail on what is otherwise a completely solid black car. Now fortunately we picked a windy but largely dry day, so the roads are rapidly drying out here in the UK, which is a good thing when you've got 500 brake horsepower through the rear wheels on track sticky rubber, not winter tyres. You've still got to be pretty careful, because as I've discovered, if you get to a greasy bit of road, this thing will attempt to swap ends. As you can probably hear, it's still a very, very loud car to cruise in. It is quite a tiring long-distance car. There's a lot of road noise, there's a lot of drone, and I think the main reason why the Touring is louder than the standard GT3 is, I think, a big thing down to the fact that there is the no seat option in the back specified on this car. So there's not even a hint of a seat back there. There's no seat belts. There's no additional insulation that you get from having sort of leather seats back in there. And this Cup engine obviously is not the quietest of engines you can get in the 911. So you got that coupled with the lack of sound deadening equals loud. So here we are, GT3 Touring, running and ready to go.
So does that mean that when we are about to give it to the large beanage,
yes,
we won't get complained at by our viewers?
Correct. We will sufficiently warm up the engine.
And it's done enough miles now that it won't explode on us as Damian whacks it round to the red line.
GT3s or modern Porsches in general, in fact many modern cars, will not allow you to rev past 4,000 RPM when you're stationary. Did you know? Do you know that?
Why is that? Is that an emissions thing?
Emissions.
Is it?
Yep. If we floor the car now, it will only go to 4,000, so you can no longer do big revvy sort of sat at the lights revving.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rubbish.
Modern cars do not allow you to do that.
Must be a fuse though, I reckon. If we have a little tamper around down there, we just pull the fuse.
Pull out a fuse.
Pull out a couple of fuses and we'll find out which one it is, won't we?
Yeah, and then as well as losing the electrics.
Got some tweezers somewhere, I think we'll be fine. Stop mucking about, let's get it warmed up so we can go and give it some thrashes.
So look, if we put the suspension lifter up, okay, so it goes up very quickly. One button goes up immediately. Take note, McLaren. It's the easiest thing in the world to put it up. If you're coming up to a speed bump, you can just immediately go up there.
Yeah.
When you put it down though, listen to this. Did you hear that?
Wow.
I know. So it
That's
makes
like a proper touring car, letting when they pull the air hose out the side, it drops down into its suspension.
Exactly. So it makes a very satisfying when you do it.
Loving that.
The objective of today is to see just how much the character of this car changes when you give it the beans and the full 9,000 RPM.
Oh, looking forward to that. Very, very much looking forward to that.
Thought you might say that.
I've been working out my right foot all morning.
Put the noisy exhaust button on. I don't really know why there is a button for an exhaust on a GT3. I mean, surely, why isn't it just noisy all the time? Why isn't it always sports exhaust? I understand why you have a noisy exhaust on a Carrera and a Carrera S and a 4S and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But not on a GT3.
No, I don't think you should.
Just full bore all the time. I've had a number of squirmy moments coming out of roundabouts, and yeah, it's been a little bit woo like this, you know, a little bit of that going on.
Great, but that's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, you see, mere little hors d'oeuvre for you there, a little taster.
That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It feels good. It feels good. I mean, obviously we don't know the roads, but it does feel good.
You can see the road. This is a great little road.
Oh, look at that. Let's give us a little bit of...
Oh my goodness. Woohoo!
It is liking this, isn't it? It's like we've let it off the lead.
I know. Oh, my mother's calling.
Oh, marvellous.
Hello, Mum. Can I call you back? Okay, speak to you in a bit. Bye.
That's definitely going in.
Fridge, anyone? Fucking fly-tipped fridge. Don't want it anymore, do we, Trace? No, Gaz, we don't. Tip it out the side.
Why doesn't everyone just drop fridges off in the lay-by? It's perfect, isn't it? Why'd you have to pay for a tip?
Here we go then.
Cheeky. Oh, hello. That's what we should be doing. Squiggly squirmy.
Oh,
get a bit bumpy.
Who would have thought we'd have found a mini Nürburgring in the middle of Essex?
I know, fantastic. I thought there was literally no decent roads around here at all, and actually,
Wash is a little bit wide on the corner though. I can see a little bit of understeer. Yeah.
Dear, you need to get that front end dialed back in.
Left foot brake to get the nose in.
A little bit wheel spinny. Well, I have to say, handles it better than the 458 does.
That's very true.
That was like that.
The 458's middle name is Axle Tramp.
I always knew he was a bit of a tramp. An axle tramp. Mind the humpback bridge. Death!
Oh, she was a bit wide. She was a bit wide then.
There was almost wet leaves and verge then. That's good, isn't it? Holy cow, that's amazing! Mind the big truck.
That's alright, we've got the brakes and the steering to cope with that.
Oh, this is
See, look at that. It's good, isn't it? What a corner.
Amazing.
And visibility's pretty good as well.
Yeah. Lightly trafficked. Like my underpants at the moment.
You can feel it edging as you go around, which is good.
Oh, grip.
Big lorry.
Oh, dearie me. Driving position it feels like you're in a racing car, doesn't it? Because the steering wheel's up high and it's pointing directly at you.
It's as close to a 964 RS, I think, as I've ever come
Oh, really?
across. Yeah. It's softer than a 964 RS. It's more compliant, but the noise and the urge that you get from it is very similar.
I prefer this to the 964 RS. Do you know why?
Spine?
No, because my feet aren't underneath the centre console somewhere.
I even don't mind the basic plasticky interior now as well, because I really wanted the leather, as you know, but...
Oh my God, you just did not shut up about the bloody leather.
But the more you drive it, the more you sort of tune into the fact that really it's a race car, the less you worry about that.
I think more importantly, it's not just that it's the race car, it's the more the fact that you don't even look at the dashboard because you're too busy concentrating on not dying.
This is also a true thing. So 6-speed gearbox makes a lot more sense now. It's much nicer to use.
Yeah.
It's just perfect, isn't it? It's right there.
Oh, how good is that?
It's just very good, isn't it?
It's just brilliant, honestly.
Can't help but bow down to these guys. Mental.
I would say that this
better be profound.
This is the ultimate 911 available today.
Yes, it is. Pothole.
Hey. Don't worry, I missed it.
No, you didn't. I felt it. I was on it. Trust me, you didn't miss it. The grip tenacity, though, is terrifying.
Oh.
It just grips. Even when we had that squirm back there, it just still hung on.
Yeah, it still hung on.
I am so glad that I swapped the T for this.
Oh, controversial.
If ever I had a bit of a wobbly moment, it's gone now. Because this is
Yes, it's better than
awesome.
the T. This is so much better than the T.
And even though we've gone a little bit squiggly and squirmy on these roads, it's not felt anything near as terrifying.
Do you want to swap?
That's not a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
Woo, big fun.
I'm pretty sure that you label that under famous last words. Challenge accepted. That's second only to let's roll.
I like the mechanicalness of it as well. Do you know what I mean? It feels, it sounds mechanical.
It doesn't feel in any way fly-by-wire.
No.
It feels proper, things engaging. When are you going to sort the brakes out, Porsche? When are you going to stop giving us squeaky brakes?
Well, they don't squeak when you're absolutely hurrying into them because there's a truck coming the other way and a puddle on one side.
That's true.
I'm a little bit frightened. I have to say, I'm a little bit...
It's a bit damp.
It's a bit damp. Jesus Christ. Did that come on cam at about 7,000 RPM?
It's definitely an extra boost of something
Holy
there.
mother of God, that's... Ready?
Here we go, 9,000 RPM. What just happened?
Oh my God. I honestly think, you know that bit in Star Wars where they go to light speed? I think that's what just happened.
9,000 RPM in a GT3 Touring. What it is meant to be doing. This is the shit.
It doesn't get any better than this.
That's pure German ironmongery being smashed through the sound barrier.
Whereas Ferrari's much more kind of, I don't want to use the word dainty.
It's opera.
It is opera, it's definitely opera. Opera is perfect.
This is German thrash metal.
Yes, it is.
This is Rammstein versus Verdi.
Oh, that's brilliant.
The 992 has just been announced.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's a 911. There isn't a great deal to say, is there? It looks not too dissimilar from this one.
So it's bigger. It's bigger.
45mm track
wider track on the front. It's
so
got
4.5 centimetres wider.
But it's got also, it's only the wide body, so there's no slim body version.
Now that I'm sad about.
What about the little stubby PDK gear lever? Do you see that? The little penis?
No.
The little acorn nestling in the gingery bush. got 8-speed PDK gearbox now. You've got a 7-speed manual. So still doing manual. It's quite a good looking car.
Yeah, it's a good looking car, yeah.
Rear, even the rear I'm getting used to now with the big single light.
I actually quite like that. That's my favourite feature. Big single light across the back.
I do worry that it now looks like a sort of smaller coupe Panamera though.
Well, it's almost as big as a bloody Panamera.
In terms of the classic 911 dials, only the centre rev counter is now an actual dial, the rest are digital now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a big no-no for me.
I really don't like that. Why would you do that?
Because everyone's doing it.
So?
But that means in the 99, well, they can't do 993, can they? They've really balls that up.
Oh yeah, they can't do it.
What are they going to do now? What comes after a 992 Porsche? Hey, you didn't think that through, did you?
Clearly not.
Did you see the GT2 RS Clubsport?
No.
Announced at the LA Motor Show. Yeah. So this is a matte black martini liveried GT2 RS lightweight.
You tell lies.
Track only, being sold right now, or not being sold, obviously already sold to lucky bastards.
People who aren't us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it. Jason has driven the GT3 Touring to within an inch of its life, as have I. We found some terrific twisty roads in the heart of Essex. This is one astonishing car. Now that you can fully explore the rev range, now that you can exploit its handling and cornering ability, which is staggering, it becomes a whole new car with a whole new set of challenges. I don't mind the red dials. I don't mind the plasticky dashboard anymore. Everything is overshadowed by that cup engine. It's phenomenal. All the rumours at the moment are that the next generation of GT cars are going to be turbocharged, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. It makes me not want them as much as this generation, but let's wait and see. I'd quite like a 959, but keep that under your hat, don't tell anyone. And actually right now I really want a 911R. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this update on the newly run-in thrashable GT3 Touring.
Absolutely mental. Leave comments and ding the notification bell.
Why not?
When we've got another video uploaded, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.